some incredible highs from that. And it felt like he had one-off map, a one-off game almost.
Yeah,
and
I still think
he's
trended upward from Santiago again. For me, very, very impressive individually. Team Liquid, bigger picture aside, but I think as well, it's still just the consistency, right? Being able to
if you can get that consistent,
yeah.
Could you imagine?
Liquid though, looking to posture up fairly aggressively here in mid, but getting on the drop of the orb. Mate's going to find a little bit of space to play into here, but Martin has found Miniboo.
That was a lovely beginning for Martin. Bit of a shot in the dark, but just before the smoke plumed, he knew where he was. It's Wayne to catch the slip through on site, and then the second hit, they commit on this. Spike is there with them. Now, the only disconnected factor would be Starzo, who's pretty far off, but he can get some nice timing maybe, but they should be very paranoid about the flank here.
Yeah, Nats is exploring towards mid, maybe looking for just the sort of thing Starzo's trying to piece together. Whether or not they were in earshot of that, but certainly going to spur things on here for Liquid. Still even in terms of head count here for the retake.
Certainly is, but what's the goer? Still a flash of Purpo, that might be it, but Starzo going to be fine, unaffected. Glyph then swings from Nubox, gets a follow-up, this is lovely. Mates looking solid in this. Purpo, last one alive with 20 HP. Can't get it across the line. For Mates, that was a very diligent pistol round.
Yep, really a lot of pressure coming through there. Yeah, if Liquid were able to identify Starzo's whereabouts, maybe a little more aggressive in terms of the approach to site. Yeah, there's Liquid not being rewarded initially for this exploration down mid that allows Gentlemates this free access to site, and ultimately Martin to find the opener onto Miniboo. That's a hell of a toasty. If you needed a reminder, but Liquid the only one of 3 teams last year's disastrous mate roster was able to beat.
Damn.
Put this roster in the same sort of lens. So here looking to make no secrets about it on the way in. Miniboo will fall again. Wayne will find a response though.
If only that push and pull could have been maybe timed a little bit easier. There could have been a bit more chip to that, but still, not too bad. You saw the plan in mind, but they've managed to make it through without too many problems. Let's see if Mini gets his catch. I think the timing's off for him. Looks very dead here. Able to turn back around, but still, upgrade found. That's going to be a Sheriff coming into play. And 3 more to find. If they can take away any of these, that would be huge.
I was going to say, damage does become a factor here, because you see it's a Guardian, a Bulldog, and a Vandal. But again, Purpo down to 45, Camo exactly the same.
Now, luckily, there was no real incentive, it felt like, for Liquid to push too far. Maybe Camo could have done a bit more on this, because mates were pretty light on site here. They would have had to have come flying back through if somehow they did manage to clear Martin. I think in the minds of Liquid, just going to opt to give it up to the Spike if possible. I think it's Martin waiting to see if he can catch someone towards the end here. No, unable to catch him on the way out, but not too bad. Job done there for mates. I'll be happy enough keeping 3 of those rifles in hand.
Certainly will aid the round 3 purchase here. In old progress, nothing really to report just yet. This first buy round going to be fairly dry in terms of investment. Wayne actually already halfway to a divide. The only positive on the side of Liquid. Coming out of these first 2 losses. My mate's going to set up spread pretty thin here. Maybe slight focus towards mid early on.
Here.
And nobody on the other side really, other than Nats, that's in a position to challenge this very early. No contact found anywhere across the map just yet. As soon as this orb goes up, though, the investment comes out, so mate's happy to greet that, really.
Yeah, they're actually committing behind it, too. Ooh, that's risky. Very risky. Martin does at least get a trade on Beepo's death there, but that was a lot behind it, and Liquid already going to reclaim the space towards top middle. And then you look across the rest of the progress on the map, there's been very limited amounts.
Well, yeah, first blood, sure, but it's not a big win in terms of space or control. Glyph seemingly aware of Wayne's whereabouts. Spike still on this side of the map, so expecting mates to probably regroup here towards a B site here. You can see the pings coming through.
Yeah, looking like they're going to try and fake off of maybe Starzo's Prowler as well, maybe a bit of commitment up ramp, but it doesn't feel like it's being bought particularly. Liquid still seem like they want to stick around here. Now they definitely will. Miniboo's seen at least 2 on the cross, and it's a bit of a mess initially for Wayne, but still, that's a little bit of a fumble from Miniboo. They're desperate to try and deal with, but Nats comes swinging in from heaven, and the Spike gets left in a perfect position for Liquid, and a tough one for Starzo. Position will have been considered now. Has the Haunt back. Probably not quite where he'd have wanted it, and with time, his hands forced.
And here you can look
10
for
seconds
maybe
left.
removing another weapon. Purpo going to find their headshot. Liquid get themselves on the board here. And Stars are obviously noted with the Prowler over towards A main, so Nats knows he can make a bold play like this. Drop down and challenge. It's still a beautiful shot.
Oh yeah, gorgeous.
Clean up this engagement.
Spike down, B.
Initially, it looked
30
like
seconds
Glyph was
left.
going to find a
One
kills
enemy
back to back.
remaining.
Snappy onto Martin. And the Liquid purchase will suffer for sure, but Miniboo on a judge and a Guardian and a Bulldog to round out here.
I'm out of here.
Martin getting closer and closer to a showstopper early on. Miniboo at least reveal presence here in terms of audio to Mini. Very quickly, actually, repositioning towards mid. Maybe anticipating mates springboarding off the back of that information.
It looks like he's kind of...
I mean, Boombot caught as well,
Yeah,
so...
he took a second glance then. Turning back around, maybe considering trying to support over towards ramp with Purpo, but...
I mean, lots achieved, though, in this early round by Liquid. Again, there's going to be mates that actually read the situation very well. Purpo needs to probably find some value from this dog, and I don't think he's going to know anything here, but already Miniboo looking to reinforce this A-site hold.
Yeah, whatever the tell is, whatever the reads are, different routing from the Prowler, now contact made, Miniboo's here. Really good presence of mind, hit that rotation right this time. And as you said, a lot of positives in the early round from Liquid, drawing a lot of utility off of mates. So now what can they really work with here? You feel like you can't go through that lower side, getting towards site. You've got to try and scale up through heaven.
Well, they have to brute force this now,
seconds left.
effectively.
Look at the numbers here. Liquid hitting those rotations just right, stacked up towards CT, making it difficult, but not impossible. Mini with a good clear on Purpo might create an avenue forward.
How do you dig Miniboo out of this position, though? Camo going to find Glyph. Mini will respond.
I mean, Mini's trying there, but there's the problem. As I said, that judge just keeps control on site. So 1v2 Mini, he's been probably the redeeming factor in even some of the losses from mates. But yeah, that one a little too far.
A beautiful defensive round from Liquid. It's how quickly they're able to cycle through this information early on. And even then, there's no confirmation from Purpo, but Miniboo's preemptive rotation here gets a judge back in a position where it can shine. He's not trying to retake here. He's getting ahead of Mates' sight here. Like I said, that's Mates actually reading the map really well, making a very good decision. Heads up play here from Liquid. Feel a lot more feisty in terms of pacing, certainly in terms of decision making. So you're gonna snake bite early. Beepo's got ahead of it though. Will be spammed off, and Nats actually closes out that kill. He's got another one over the top.
Fully in control, man. I'm surprised the Starzo got that, but Camo quick on the case, and this just looks like a shutdown. Beepo looks a little out of tempo, Mike. It looks a bit like he's trying to take that space from, but this round didn't work out. The one towards Vents didn't work out. I'm a bit concerned, bigger picture.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Beepo kind of satisfy both sides of the coin with Neon in general, but more and more recently we're seeing him just throw his life on the line, right?
Yeah.
And again, it is a thankless task, especially alongside a duelist like Martin, a real record breaker. But in some of these situations here, like you said, that the spacing, the gap is so big. And unfortunately, Nats able to reinforce the hold around the orb.
And it's not an easy job against someone like Nats either.
It's not.
Okay, we are actually going to hear from mates themselves. Let's see how it's going on their side.
Yeah, I'm prowling close.
Multi-flash.
Do it. Docking A.
Walking, smoking.
They
raise nade out.
They pulled, it's good.
They pulled nade.
Pushing A, two pushing A. Okay, let's react rocket, guys.
Go,
Higher,
go,
close.
go. 3, 2, go. After one, picking.
Coming default.
Get up. Side.
Last player standing.
Okay, boys. There's a result.
They're playing down.
I mean, yeah.
4 left standing here. Fortunately, Mace, again, decisive in terms of the call here, but Wayne able to remove the showstopper so quickly. Unfortunately, again, it's very proactive in terms of dealing with Mini early on. Opens up a ton of freedom in terms of the rest of the map if Liquid need it, and they actually don't at all.
I think, to me, I'm just going to watch throughout this, the spacing specifically behind Beepo. again, if he has to be the one going forward here, timeout comes in. This is from Mates. Not too shocking in that they've hit a bit of a brick wall since getting into the buy. It's been 4 in succession for Liquid. I want to see what the ideas are behind this, because once again, it feels, yes, it's a thankless job, and I know we'll talk about it when you are, being kind of a role player in that regard and kind of easy. Don't look at me.
Bpo still kind of continue with the same trend in rounds where Martin's not able to get into the same position and actually play off that. If Bpo is 0 and 1 and 5, and we're looking at a different scoreline and a different performance overall from stage 1 outside of these other compositions, then sure, you can absolutely justify that, but
I just don't want to see it again here. This is my worry. If I see repetition in it now, that's already been stalled out with a little bit of Viper utility and Camo's commitment as well, but where do Mates decide they want to head? It looks like trying to get a couple of players.
Oh, Purpo's just half a second off.
Yeah, Miniboo's already up here as well, so it's, I think that they've read this quite nicely. Confirmation on the flash. And spotted. Mini seen, but that's not too telling at this point. Mini could be on a lurk, it could be in one player. They now see the boom bot though, so that's going to at least confirm 2.
Full freeze outside there. Spike not going to be committed just yet. Ults to invest here actually for Liquid. Most notably the Seekers. If Purpo gets a little paranoid about what else is behind this, and yeah, going to be invested here, won't paint a very clear picture, but with one still going towards mid here, does kind of tell Liquid the lay of the land.
Yeah, maybe just that little bit of a note in the back of their minds. The Glyph does have the TP as well, so you can't be too heavily committed on either side. And here we go. This is when my eyes get drawn to that spacing again, making sure they've got the layering right to this. And Starzo gonna head on in. Joined, obviously, by, well, Bpo's there, but not for long. It's a shutout. Liquid not falling for any of it. That little fake that was thrown, that maybe pull of attention, trying to cause that rotation of a player, it had nothing to it. And now Martin and Mini, options are 0. Spike's down, it's gone, it's on their side of the pillar, basically. Liquid, really good heads-up work, full control still.
The timing of this investment as well from the team. Like I said, this would be one of those situations where there are real question marks across the map. Fortunately, with the boombot confirmation, to see if Martin does fall in.
Yep.
Absolutely behead Martin. But again, it's there's no hesitation. Well, not Purpo's kind of doing that of his own accord, or that's the plan the whole way through here. Fortunately, Mates fall foul to the information game. Liquid's, I mean, I'm going to be honest, continues to run away with that. Now a string of rounds unanswered, a 5-2 scoreline here for Mates to try and troubleshoot. Broken by, it's obviously Mini's rifle still in hand.
Nats has been passing this test though with flying colours, even after the pressure, and this is when the spacing, keep it in mind, remember, Bpo's been struggling. He's paused for thought this time a little sooner, not won the initial 1-for-1 challenge, and Nats is going to fall away. So they've won out towards middle. A nice individual adjustment from Bpo to make sure they win at least that segment of the map.
It's that moment to take a breath before proceeding through, but still Nats is going to get back up onto stairs.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, omnipresent in this round here, and Camo's the one to find Mini first.
Camo's been so good though, mechanically as well. Outdone in the end by Martin, and a follow-up. Sight now under the hands of Mate. Nats, though, not going to fall back from this. Finds Bpo adrift.
Oh, spotted Glyph.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, and bare minimum the barrel, if not the hood as well. And the Viper's pit?
Maybe just to deny information here towards Rafters, but it doesn't stretch all the way to the end. They have to win out this final CT. To Starzo, and Nats will get the trade.
Good trade, but Miniboo has to gap close as well. Easier said than done. Gonna know them on pillar, caught in the middle of the swing. Leaving Nats to try and clutch this. He'd have seen them. Definitely has now! What a shot, 8 bullets. 7. Nats, masterful for sure. Looking for it. Calm, cool, and collected from Glyph. A necessity against someone like Nats.
Comes right down to the wire. Nats opting for the shorty here, hoping for a quick kill round the corner, but
nice from Martin.
very, very nice openers here with the Sheriff. Nats nearly gets this done on the way back in. Unfortunately, Miniboo caught here blind just as the wall goes up. And a crucial win here for Glyph to keep Mates in this. And a conversion here from just the rifle carried across by Mini. Oh! Miniboo, though, going to catch Bpo right off rip here.
Beepo's having such a punishing series so far already. This one, you can't really blame him on too much. But again, that operator now in play changes dynamics. It makes it harder to pressure on those longer lines. And mates have got themselves up towards heaven, but they still need to get towards sight. And Nats has just connected. Great regress from Miniboo. Oh, it's a beautiful display. They'll be happy with that. A swift answer back, not letting mates get any momentum.
Good player. I mean, not necessarily going forward here, but playing very aggressively in terms of committing to these engagements. Maybe just on the back of an opener like this from Miniboo.
Gets you pumped up, man.
Nats here to find Glyph. Trying to get a bit cheeky with it.
And I like seeing this though from Miniboo. As you said, it's not like aggressive positioning necessarily.
He's not shying away from these fights.
But sometimes that's what I want to see from him. Calling up his own number, knowing, okay, let me go back in on this. I'm feeling it. Got that round feeling good for myself. I'm going to go for a bit more of that engage. And I like seeing a little bit more of that with him, that identity showing through, a really good indicator. But what it's done though is broken the buy from mates. They're in a bad spot now.
But the operator going, Miniboo's got a judge now. Camo going to find Beepo straight up middle here. Martin will find a response, but... And that's the spike going forwards here. Starzo will get an upgrade of swords to Camo. Put in a position now to find further value, but Starzo to shut it down before he gets the showstopper off.
I mean, jeez, okay. Okay, this is getting messy. TP.
Miniboo's so quick, man.
This is a really good read, but I like this kind of off angle from Wayne. Could get checked on, does, but a great shot from him. He's looking much better at the moment as well, a little bit more solid. He'd kind of shied away, I think, from the limelight a little, but seeing this here, very, very good. What does Starzo do now? 1v2, knows that Miniboo was over towards 8, noted where Wayne was. 10 seconds on the horn, 1 off from ult, but no one giving him the fight
Yeah, I mean,
wants.
they could just slow this down now, force Starzo into a tricky position. We'll have to commit to the plan now.
It's a gamble of a guess, isn't it, really? And sadly, not the outcome he would have hoped for Miniboo. Above. And I've got to say, Liquid looking pretty in control. I'm enjoying this from them.
I'll come back to that same word, feisty, in terms of these engagements. Not shying away from it. No, Beepo here caught in mid, but the near side taking effect. Fortunate to see him fall in similar circumstances. I didn't note it, but obviously Miniboo had the operator in the previous round, but brings a judge into that.
Yeah, Beepo looking frustrated as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, because statistically he's 1 to 9. We've seen these rounds, and I don't say critical of Miniboo, but I was also keeping an eye on him because I felt like he hadn't quite found his timing or footing yet. He was still trying to blend in with that roster, find his form, because you had the likes of Camo absolutely popping off. You had Purpo looking nuts. You know what I mean? Like these two heavy hitters. Miniboo started to find his rhythm as well, right? That's taken time.
Especially like early on where Liquid are kind of still defining roles and who was going to be the second duelist and whatnot. As effectively primary in this meta on the Neon, you're under the most scrutiny, I think.
Of course you are. I think we've seen the highs of it and we've seen the lows of it, right? It is a really polarizing agent in certain players' hands, in certain teams' hands. I don't think it's just down to the individual. You're playing within a system. So let's see. Again, it is only Purpo this time on the side of the map. He's got rotations coming in. Miniboo's slowly coming over, but that is with a judge. Has his ult in hand.
Perfect timing here for Purpo, right on the mid mark.
That's
and
big
going to get
info.
a ton of info. Do you have the divide here for Wayne? Miniboo also with an ultimate to invest here in the retake.
But Beepo's alone towards heaven again. Now, fortunately for him, he's outdone Purpo here, but it's an instantaneous trade. But the space still gets gathered. Again, sacrificial to take space to maybe allow for the plant. That was maybe the goal, but it is a 3v3. Spike's still not down. And you can see Miniboo wanting to get involved. Nats already takes away Glyph. It's looking like they want to crunch on site here, and there's no safety of the timer. Mates, dead to rights.
So I look like Wayne got both for that, man. I was like...
I had a little check of the kill feed on that one real quick. There was a pause, don't you worry. But again, even the pathing on that, again, it's purely sacrificial for Beepo. He gets up there, he gets the ult, right? But look behind him. There is no one else towards ramp. This is purely do what you can up there. Get us a bit of space, we'll scale towards site. But then they get picked to pieces. I just feel like there's a missing element to this. Again, I'm sure there's method in their minds, but it's just, we're seeing it fall a little short this time.
And I guess this example here is one that you can kind of look at if this is kind of a drilled site here. Again, is it just for Beepo to find one?
Could be.
Well, it's just
one of those games, man.
Can't get anything done again in the early round. Then in the first 15 seconds. Now Seeing gonna line them up, find all four. An in-zone flawless scoreless here for Liquid to close out a 9-3 half, Lauren.
Switching
That
sides.
was a vice-like grip on the half. 9-3, so solid. I mean, that was gorgeous to watch. Short individually from Nats, but what a solid showing from Liquid. And they'll be going down to an interview with two of these, I believe it's the Gentlemate superfans right after this.
Hello!
It is Gentleman Superfans. They came here all the way for this matchup.
For them,
Recently, yeah.
it's that like quickness to how things can change, a small meta shift here or there.
In with the quickness. That's what's going on right here.
There.
And I think we've got a little treat as well. We actually might be listening to one of the pistol rounds.
Oh, a nice change.
Yeah, because Jack's treating us right today. Treating us right, baby girl. Let's hear it.
Bubble over soon. Yeah, go.
I'm taking city.
I'll take bomb.
Bubble over. I'm holding heaven shot, okay? TT,
Boys,
I'm
I
coming
need you
to you.
guys to secure room for me.
Can we just
Can you
keep
smoke heaven?
One room.
Boys, I walked out on B.
I walked out.
Wait, can I knife someone? Oh no.
I'm also going
Come
away.
here, hold heaven for me.
Boys, don't do anything. We have two big rounds.
Make sure to plan. Make sure to plan.
Planter open.
He's holding me. He's not expecting you.
Can you come sit?
Come CT Asprey, yeah. Spacing dummy.
Let's go
Big man.
S2. I'll jiggle
Wow.
in. I'll jiggle in for you guys.
Let's pick one.
Spacing dummy, spacing. Well, one of CT might be. I mean, he crossed, could be crossing. No, he didn't cross. He's on you, I guess. Okay, he crossed. Bro, wait, are they saving or what is... Oh, bro, they two are holding me, kurwa.
Can I knife someone, please?
That's
the
amazing.
level. I mean, I was talking about them maybe coasting in here, but what is that from me? I didn't catch that one.
That was wild. I don't know, man.
Huh?
I don't know. I was distracted by the knife potential.
Are we playing for KD?
Playing for KD. He's saying that to
Well,
the guy on
like
3
I
to
said,
12, man.
not breaking a sweat here on split.
Nah, this is like a different caliber we're seeing. I feel like we're actually seeing, for the first time in a while, and God, this feels so toxic to say, and I'm sorry.
Go on.
Because normally when Liquid qualify to internationals, it's not necessarily a good sign for the league, right? It's like, oh, something's gone a little wrong. This looks like the first time we've seen Liquid actually looking like building towards good international form here. Good work actually coming out from Mates. What was that thought? They're making something out of nothing. They're still in this race here. Purple and Wayne now suddenly feeling a bit of pressure. Can they locate? Doubled up one towards Pillar. One comes in. That's not what they wanted there. That is a real turn of the tides. This could be everything it is. Mates with a bit of silver lining and not out of it yet.
Yeah. Element of complacency here. Looking to bulldoze their way onto site. It's 2 kills to come through in favor of Mates to really slow things down here.
One enemy remaining.
Unfortunately, maybe just a miscom here, but nobody's dealing with the reveal. Obviously, the C's comes in as well. Sets up that first kill in a 3v2 favoring Mates. They're able to close out here on number 4. A flip in round 2, but is that going to be enough for Mates to string something together here? Maybe he's on a bucky. He wants to at least pose a threat in this round. All over the top here from Nats to deny some information just outside Mail. Was maybe trying to bait them into a mid exploration, but it's Liquid as 5 now. Got a ton of space to play into.
Starzo up here, I think, and Mini on the shoulder. Mini who tries to gap close but gets caught. Nice work from Starzo. Give them at arm's length, this is good. Oh, that's dangerous though. Just gets caught as he's trying to flash through towards stairs. And Wayne doesn't have much to play with. There we go, all right. 2 left alive. It's not, look, if we're talking bigger picture, it's not the most ideal. But you know what, you take around when you get them at this point.
I mean, they need them, that's for sure.
Yep.
I'm not going to be able to at least reinforce these early rebuys. Starzo does really well to slow things down here. Purple find 2 fantastic responses here with the Sheriff.
Down B.
Keeping it competitive. Even in the wins, they're still getting a lot of challenge on this 10-5 respectable scoreline, starting to become maybe a reality. Buy-in though for Liquid now.
Poison orb emitting.
And that's not going to be revealed just yet, but the expectation for sure will be there. Not sure actually if Mini, was spotted initially on that orb drop. I know he didn't have the favourable angle on the jump peak, but forced a little deeper here.
Similar scenes on both sides. There's Nats who's really struggling to land it towards Beepo, sent in there with a bit of utility to get him online. And now Liquid desperate to try and maybe springboard through that mailroom area, but this nice little crossfire. Oh, no swing on
from
that.
Glyph.
Glyph?
We're just waiting for the reinforcements here, but
Yeah. Oh, this got dangerous. I mean, this is still looking favorable towards Mates, but there's been a couple of moments that are keeping me on the edge of my
if
seat.
Wayne can catch somebody in heaven here, though, Beepo's low HP.
Last player standing.
Nice. Good
That's a
work from Beepo.
crucial kill from Beepo. That could have been the one that really pulls this round apart. Mates now up to 6. Mates now bonus conversion of sorts, even though we had a round 2 flip. Nats so unlucky not to get this. The vulnerable taking effect on Beepo, but still able to make it work there with the judge.
Remaining.
Liquid. Let's go! At least call a timeout here.
But I also want to kind of highlight what we're seeing in a way from even just kind of, could be the intention, couldn't it? Try and get themselves at least competitive for a kill in this, build up those ults, get ready for that nice buy round. No one really buying below 1. I think Nats is a little lower than the others, but I don't really doubt Nats in his intentions by this point. Very close one here. Beepo then going to have to be forced away. This is Miniboo trying to take space up towards ramp. So they've won out the early battle and a limited amount of exchange. Now, Camo going to join him up towards heaven. Much heavier emphasis towards that take, but sight, though, is the issue. Spike gets left on the way through. So Liquid want to pause on this for a second, see if they can catch someone in that transition.
Great disconnect from Mates as well. Look how far they actually peel away from heaven. Issue being, this exploration or re-clearance back in becomes a bit problematic, but without the spike making its way to sight, Mates can hold on to this.
Yeah, they can get a little tricky with it. Got to see discipline here from Mates. And that curiosity starting to peak, right? A little bit of util invested here and there, drawing eyes away. Martin going to make a couple of audio cues. They're reading this as it's going to be an adjustment towards B. It's not yet. It's a full freeze on heaven. Now, obviously, Liquid don't know that sight is pretty much clear. Beepo going to be smoked off. And Starzo forced off the angle. This is actually quite good. They've now got a way through. They've got a way to maybe ferry that spike forward, get a plant in. Now, there is no layers beyond that. I'm looking to see if Miniboo maybe goes hunting. But I think for now, he's just trying to patrol up towards heaven.
I was going to say, Camo has to play his life here. Beepo just catches him ahead of that smoke re-popping.
I'm out of here.
Shallow smoke going out from the defending side, so trying to maybe carve a way forward here, but Miniboo not getting much play in towards that CT area. Now they're already on the site. This is great from Mates, good discipline, and great trades from Beepo there, doing very, very well. Miniboo now needing to go nuclear. Defuse is coming in. I don't think he can really deny it. Martin's going to sit that. Job done. Mates are back on the board. They're back in business.
Stringing rounds together now. A chance here for Miniboo to go absolutely huge in the clutch, but going to smoke to cover the diffuse. Glyph and a crucial shot.
Enemy remaining.
And it's the composure as well. Like you said, the respect shown. Mates give up everything. And not necessarily roll the dice, but they do take a real gamble with the likes of Miniboo being so close to spawn to be able to prevent them actually getting back into screens. It's 4 rounds unanswered now in favor of the Mates, but Liquid, like I said, on the brink of a ton of ultimates. Nats just missing 2, Camo as well. Burpo, 1 off the Seekers.
Martin tasked this time. Ooh, Starzo is in a bit of an awkward spot here. Had to give up heaven control. Yeah, fell away from that. I think that's going to catch one. Maybe just going to get Purpo in that, but
Martin ate some of that paint shell as well, down to half HP.
It's going to sting a little. Still going to confirm that there is a tendency. This time around, there's layers to this, though. Nats disconnected from the others. Looking to maybe create some pressure, but it looks like they're going to go on this one. That's the spike now lost. Miniboo wins out on towards Starzo. Wayne then gets his, but it's going to be Glyph. Taking back some space on the site now. Looking to the left, timing. Got to be careful. Oh, maybe unnecessary, but wanted some safety on the site. Maybe get some space to their side, but it's Mini.
And Beepo on a judge.
Oh.
Has to close the gap here to get close enough to somebody, but Nats would be the first victim.
I think he's the concern. They're trying to find him, but it feels like they just kind of accepted their fate at that point, and there, the drop on it. They've got that one done very nicely. Handled by Liquid. A little bit of a change of pace there, too.
I'm over.
You're feeling like they still favor themselves in terms of these. Not necessarily brute force, but again, just disrespecting the defensive setup here from Mates.
Ow.
Miniboo up to 20 now.
And also
the back
really,
of that 3K, just really impressive performance from him.
and I just want to add in the note that Nats then being slightly disconnected from the others was such a nice element as well. Because the last time around it was kind of all towards that A side. It was that lighter purchase, so you weren't kind of holding it to the same standard. But seeing him just slightly further away, keeping players then present across the rest of the map, causing a noose and Starzo off the rip. Again, he's been a real problem to try and clear on this A side. Well, that's one way to get down one of them. That's Beepo gone.
Get the trade like that, so they can continue 4v4 here. Both Neon's removes are certainly a slower pace for the remainder of round 19. Purpo now rotation. I mean, B-site has been given up. They do have the showstopper to maybe emphasize this retake. I mean, he's got to be careful here, though. Nats. Reclearance through mid. Does clear the corner, will find the kill. Pit available now for Nats. Martin. Ooh, where does he send it? He just missed Nats.
And love it when the audience yells out. Let's not do that again. 3v3 though. And at this point, it's going to be Glyph. Just going to be noted as well on that boom bot, even just for a second. Purpo going to follow up with the dog. And then the catch in middle. Starzo with the reaggress going to catch Wayne. Things starting to look a little tougher for Liquid here. Camo. Yeah, he's got the ult, but at what point are you looking to maybe invest this? It probably wouldn't be now, unless maybe they caught Glyph there. This is a good hold from Mates and Glyph to shut it down.
11 on the board. Still for Liquid. Mates now find a response once more. Yeah, he's starting to build a little bit of momentum. I'm going to look at how the buy settles here for Liquid. I mean, some players struggling for sure.
Let's go, boy!
Said a pit and a showstopper still at their disposal. It's a fairly direct approach here on a lesser buy towards B. Maybe just want to capitalize on the pit, make this lesser purchase.
Oh, I think we got the Liquid comms coming in. Let's hear how it goes down in all this madness.
Wait, I'll use my... One more. I'll use my ulti CT. Face under. Bubble over. Bubble over.
Okay, but I might see it like an out.
Camille, give me Phantom and play with your ult. Simon, just go plant. No, it's Camille, go back.
Drop, guys, drop. Up. In the ult. 60, hit 60.
Almost done. Go Riff.
Dead.
I had him covered on my...
Nice!
Let's go, boys! Let's go!
Well, so fucking shit happening. A lot of shit happening.
Nice entry.
Up to 12 now, like I said, making use of that pit. A turn of pace here towards the other side where they're going to play much more aggressively towards A. A couple of times Mates conceding this space. This time is their demise here for Liquid to find match point. Here on split.
Yeah, frustrating one as well. It's always the ones you think, oh, that could be the real turning point.
Mates come really close to flipping this back in their favor.
Could have been. But shoulda, woulda, coulda is always going to be the deathy at that point, isn't it? But buy still in hand. Mates can get back on track. 4-1 for Liquid to start. Starzo this time a little bit deeper, playing from Pillar instead. Oh,
the
just
drop.
caught. Just caught the back pedal, but Beepo wants in. I think he missed the first attempt. Still going to look around to be a little bit of a threat, playing towards Pillar. Mini Boo tries to keep him at range. Tears one apart, but Purple and Wayne tipping those scales again. Plant going to come down in a 2v4. Not going to be easy for Glyph and Martin.
Divide on top.
Oh, that's just insult to injury. And as you said, that just purple divide there, making it incredibly difficult. Come on through, and Martin, it might be just kind of take your time here, see if you can get anything done. No one's going to give you play now. Yeah, no backline threat. We know where Nats is. He doesn't drop on the divide. He had to wait it out. Has a pain shell, but the time's ticking. And they're there waiting. Team Liquid. Gotta say it, that first half felt fantastic to me. The second, we saw resurgence from Mates, but at the end, it was a clear-cut Team Liquid victory in my mind. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe we are going to be ready for a little sideline interview in just a sec.
Minibur, you had an incredible individual performance here. The fans are out. You're one map away from solidifying that second slot. What are you doing to make sure you don't overheat and you close this out cleanly?
I'm just playing intuitive. I don't think like I just feel out the game.
In the knowledge, and we can kind of just enjoy what's in front of us here. And I'm glad that Mini kind of talked about the system around Beepo, because I think it'd be unfair to put it just on his shoulders as execution rather than plan.
And like I said, it comes back to that the A site here that we're talking about, where if the rehearsed kind of approach is cool, we need you to go up and find 2 in heaven. Oh, like if that's a reflection of kind of the rest of the ethos around it, then that's what's more concerning, right? And it's hard to be critical of him individually. We'll have to hold that thought for the time being. Plant will come through here. Obviously, a lot of space conceded, and mates will play into it. But a full 5v5 here in the post.
Yeah, let's see. I like what mates are doing, though, taking over that CT space, trying to get some concept of this, but still so aware that Nats could be there late. Now with him removed, they can turn their eyes back towards Tree, back towards the main push-up. Mini, ever-present, does finally get cleared by Wayne, but it's going to come down to just Wayne. And there it is. Good start for mates.
Certainly a way to bounce back into this series with a confident pistol round like that. And Nats, they certainly had an opportunity to find one here, but Martin a little sharper in this situation. And Mini finding 2 beautiful kills here. Lining up into Tree. Martin here will rifle in the mix, round 2. In the right place for Liquid to be in, but really heavily outgunned here.
Cover going out.
Niche to work with. It's just classics. So for mates, you want to see... Oh!
Just classics.
Yeah, just classics, man. But I want to see that from Purpo's POV. If that was just like a filthy shot that, you know, Purpo gets you some of those.
Look pretty filthy from the other POV.
What did they recover from that? I don't know what Beepo had.
Judge, I think.
Okay. Yep. I think that'll go into the hands of Camo. Okay, that could be
satchels as
quite
well.
nice. Yeah, seeing that sort of play. Martin with a lovely bit of aim. Putting that on display. These are, you know, softer targets to play against, though. They are just on the classics, so Mini showing off. Is Camo last one to make it around here. Spike's not even on site yet. He's just hoping for the best, but I think Martin's aware.
Probably aware that the judge is in hand now as well. His mates as 4 will still be able to get themselves onto site. Camo gambling. They're actually going to pivot here, but...
Did you see the camera then?
The camera reaction was perfect.
Someone 100% called. Ah, it could be C though. He just looks across.
Have you thought about
who's to his left? Who just got side-eyed? I mean, Nats, Wayne or Mini Boo. But he's already chucked the judge, so accepted what it is. That's all good. Nice for Martin. Big progress as well. One off the ult here.
Certainly a flying start. Instead, what you want to see to get themselves back into this. I mean,
man.
was that pretty nice shot with the classic, to be fair.
1 enemy remaining.
As you noted, 1 more for a showstopper here, very early on for Martin. No progress really of note on the side of Liquid. I mean, Purpo's about halfway, but that's about it. Slight advantage in terms of inventory here, but it is a bonus for the mates. We're looking to go forwards here. Paranoia to clear some space for him to play into.
Yeah, it's got some pace to this, some tempo.
Camera taken out.
That's playing a bit more active on site itself. Previously kind of letting his setup be played by others, if anyone at all, a bit more passive. The mates not really pulling punches. Target-rich environment for Martin. Camo now gone. Down to the 3 left alive. They are putting up a fight here though. Starzo and Mini. The timing rough as Mini the last one to try and do it. At least that's the time here. And Mini's been exceptional, 4-1 so far.
Well, he's still got Paranoia though.
If it gets popped into the right place. On the side, yeah, well done by Wayne. Cautious and careful, but gets the job done as the defuse next on the block. You could see that second consideration almost there from Mini if there was any other chances, but as it stands, Liquid fight back but lose a lot.
Spike planted.
So here, actually, yeah, Camo just gets himself caught in a satchel. Not being able to land here. Again, unfortunately not to find much more value off that. They could have really swung things heavily in Mace's favour. Nibu, yeah, doing really that slows him down.
We got barking. We got barking in the building.
Back, yeah.
It's the Liquid jerseys, maybe, that encourage it.
Now we win.
That could be the difference maker.
sure Yampi's smiling from home. So he was watching the games earlier. Obviously, slightly more important.
Slightly.
I love the fact we went to the free cam for that, but Beepo here.
Hopeful. Judge v Judge action. Miniboo's got the angle, but I mean, against a Neon sliding in, that's a lot of players. Liquid have 4 players on this side of the map here. Someone needs to break that door to help them out. There it is, going to connect early. Purpo, put to test, put to task. Miniboo on the bailout of 2. But it's still 3 standing. Purpo's done brilliantly here. Really, really solid work, making it hard. Mini yet to even get ahead of the util, but Purpo wanting that one to be done. Mini once again left in a 1v2. Been here before.
Yeah, revealed his position. The worst possible time here. Puts Nats and Wayne in a position to deal with the other outlier, but Mini now. I mean, the smoke to make things even more awkward for him. That's considering the possibility. He has to wait this out. Still some time left on the clock, though, for Mini to play with.
Yeah, he can toy with this, right? Let maybe the idea of you know, him taking the long way around CT or the T side of things, but we know where he's heading. He's got to clear that close right corner. He's up for it. Lovely. Oh, if he'd snap to it, man.
Nearly adjusts to find Nats, but Nats will close out here 2-2. The free cam and then the slow-mo. Crazy work.
Huge bailout from Miniboo there as well. Nice little kind of balance between Purpo slipping back a bit deeper. I guess calling Miniboo into action as well was fantastic.
I mean, he slides into the unknown here behind the wall.
Barking. Yeah. It's a whole new day. What world are we in? It's a whole new day. I can't wait for this. And now looking at the buy-low from Mates, as close as these rounds have been, just tipping over the edge in Liquid's favor. They're going to be suffering down on Buckies. We've got, I think, a Guardian for Martine, a Sheriff or 2, still a bit of something. This is going to be tough to make work. Again, sacrificial in approach from Beepo. Dead once again, no one behind, but they get towards water. They try and make the cross. Nats putting up a challenge and puts up another body. Follow up, not there. Glyph with a good shot. Purple on the case though, and there goes Miniboo. Synergy and an all-time high. Threats neutralized.
And it's similar to what we saw on Split. Again, not shying away from this engagement at all. Back to that get in their faces approach that Liquid adopted early on this year. Beepo unfortunately, and another round that even here in the replay, you see the sort of situation he has to deal with. I mean, he just had some of these scenarios he has to go huge. Again, not necessarily this one, but the buy not really reflecting. Unfortunately, Nats' utility really splitting Mates in their approach towards C. And like I said, it's all well and good saying he's on the Cypher, but he's also very, very versatile in terms of setups and.
20 Omen. 3, bingo.
Who's missing?
No, 4.
Last player standing.
Yeah, 4.
Spike down, C.
120 Omen.
It was a quick check-in.
And Beepo last man standing this time. So
Hey, and he got the first pick.
Yeah.
Guys, I did my job this time. Please. Come on. Bless him, man. Like, I rarely feel genuine sympathy for just, like, the work you have to really carve out. But this guy's been put through his paces. Liquid, though, 4 standing. Solid stuff from them. Again, yes, you may open up the site, take down Nats, but then there's the other 4 so all together. I mean, look at this. The crunch, instant on it. Oh.
I guess it's the other side of the coin as well, right? They're able to catch the actual backline of Mates here with Beepo going forwards. Unfortunately, then Beepo's just kind of lost in limbo in terms of the space he has.
Again, we're starting to see Purpo flex a little bit too, right? We're starting to see him find a little bit more of that mechanical capability. Scary player when he gets rolling. I mean, you saw it a bit on the Sky, but here again, it's not really stopping. And Mate's going to have to once again go back to hopefully what was working. But it is Sheriffs this time, and once again, just that Guardian in play. Purpo, gotta be careful on the timing. Knows it down to a T, but there was an element of danger there.
Both actually avoiding the Prowler, but can't really make a move on the back of that. Mates now will peel away from this early pressure they created. And still, Liquid set up very comfortably, especially towards Rubble. 2-1-2 across the map here, and Prowler will have to be dealt with this time around. And not necessarily going to force Liquid to adjust formation here. Yeah, Wayne has a chance to go huge here with a scope.
Oh yeah, he could really farm this one up, especially with that Prowler. He's now locked in on it, right? Ignores the first, waits on the second. Does get the paranoia off, but a little too late. Beepo's done well, and he's popped the ult on this. And they haven't checked... Oh!
Starzo is still checking it.
Oh, Starzo, super heads-up work from him. And they've got side control. That spike can make it through here. They've done brilliantly.
30
Still
seconds
3 left standing here for Liquid. Rifles in hand. It's Mini and Starzo to have some weaponry here in the post. We're conscious now that Nats is
Spike planted.
going to invest the neural theft and reveal the lay of the land here for Liquid.
Yeah, gonna know where he's coming from. Gonna be able to put together where Camo is too. So big bits of information, free-flowing. Beepo taking the first contact as they reposition. Ult comes in, effects too. So once again, putting together these pieces, really creating a good visual.
1 kill and a showstopper here for Camo.
He's just not getting much play though. Double, face, there it is. That's where the problems could begin. But do you gamble? They're all towards side. He's going to see at least 2 here. Maybe they could know where that Nightfall came from.
Hey.
Purpo, you've been perfect until the spray. No more to be done. Starzo's shot with that Sheriff was a godsend.
Again, it's Miniboo ultimately relying on the fact that Wayne's done, he's dusted. There's no chance to really bail him out in this situation. Miniboo waits so long on the angle. This is just heads-up awareness from Starzo. Crucial kill. Get mates number 3 here and find a response after 4 rounds in succession for Liquid. Ults online here. Camo, Wayne and Miniboo. Nothing for mates to invest though off rip.
See if there was a paint shot to follow that, but Beepo's got ahead of it, but blinded. Completely paranoid, couldn't gap close, so Camo then goes hunting. Looking for a player out of place, can't connect with that showstopper, and a massive rotation coming out from mates now.
Effectively, all this aggression just to force them into a Nat setup here that's going to be able to reveal mates' intentions. TP from Wayne to get across here.
They
to
look
try and
pacey.
challenge and pre-take the site potentially.
Yeah, look at Nats. He's already out. He's got an angle to play with, and he's going to spot one above the wall on site, so an easy spray from him. Nats does very nicely with his angle. Could be a 1-1 trade. You're hoping for the adjustment, but Starzo again was trying his best.
Starzo's fragging today in some of these situations.
Yeah, he went down swinging on that. I thought he could add another. That quick snap, understanding there's going to be a swing from sight, but still just overwhelmed in numbers.
Wayne to clear up here. And it's the near side taking effect here onto Beepo. You can't really get much done in that situation. And the flash actually, I mean, did the flash catch Glyph there actually? He sealed his fate, but Liquid able to respond here, not allow mates to string together another round to follow. So going to be a buy here, but Beepo and Glyph going to struggle in the purchase. That's a Bulldog now, not a Judge, so certainly a slower indication here from the buy. Prowler won't catch, but Camo still going to probably hang around here to support Purpo. He's got to be careful on his angle.
Lovely. Time to back away. Has to respect the ults. They got him. Purpo couldn't get away in time, and Camo takes a load of damage.
Yeah. Down to 60 HP here for Camo. Good U2 on the retake, though.
Like being pacey. Oh, Beepo. Lovely little fadeaway as well. Going to catch that as he tried to drift into that smoke. But Camo starting to pace back sight here. I don't know if he's there aware he's progressed this far. Oh, dear.
Oh, he's got himself
Camo.
caught up.
I mean, great trades, though. Wayne and Miniboo right there. Even with Camo looking just out of timing on it.
And Glyph, unlucky not to find the kill quicker, but still Wayne, another 2 kills to clean up around here. I think they're reading this as Camo's just hard anchoring. And yeah, the fadeaway out to Nats is beautiful from Beepo.
1 enemy remaining.
Liquid up to 6 now. We'll put mates up against the ropes.
It's
Slight
scary.
investment once more here. This is the one that ultimately, I think, probably dictates the tone for the final 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Mates have been good in, converting 2 kind of lesser buys. One arguer thrifty, another one kind of a semi-force, but this one's certainly very difficult here.
Oh! Shot from Mini.
That's how you want to open up a buy like this.
And now Miniboo's position, he's having to shoulder this, right? He's in a little bit of no man's land. How do you want to approach it now? Oh, trying to put a question mark on the map.
Look at the map. Like, this is Miniboo posturing up to basically sell that there's heavier presence here. Approaching the minute mark, Liquid gonna pivot away from this heavy stack towards 8.
I'm out of here.
Feels like they're almost trying to use his Nats as set up as a fifth player at this point with Wayne now gone, but it should be comfortably dealt with by mates, so they get the B site. And that is what the doctor ordered for Miniboo. Takes over one of the extremities. He was postured up for a fight on that good ult as well. That's going to connect on a great deal of players.
Doesn't catch Beepo though. We unnoted here, but Purpo very, very cautious in the approach back to site.
Could be a good seize too. Not sure if it quite caught. It didn't, so Martin let off the leash a little. Now down to Camo in a 1v1. He's fast on this. He's doing it. And it doesn't matter what you say, Martin this time ain't gonna hit anything. Great little clutch coming in. And the scoreline just continues for Team Liquid.
Camo just full sticks. Daylight robbery to find number 7 and a Red Bull clutch nonetheless. 3 rounds in a row here. Liquid, they start to build momentum towards the end of this first half, and like I said, it would have been the one you want
nice coming.
mates to
Good
find something, because look at what's going to be behind this next buy. Again, loss bonus to consider for sure, and Starzo's ultimate, but they're going to be up against it here for the close of this first half, Lauren.
What's the goal? What's in mind? We're going to hear it from the team themselves. Let's see how they're ready for this one.
We're ready to flash in 5 seconds. Nice.
Side. Right, chill. Can you walk out with my bomb bot?
Yes, go.
1, 2. Nice try.
Stunning.
Right, chill. Cancel.
Wait, I'm waiting for the
Guys,
vice.
we didn't see first.
That vice. I'm going to you. Just
Simon is super far away.
Go.
You still
Right side.
I'm picking right.
I'm gonna pick off you. I'm joking.
Pick on me, yeah.
You guys are good like this.
I'm out of
Left, left. Can you double pick left?
Wait, give me a second. Go. 1, 2.
Go left. Go into waterfall and leave this.
That's good. Reveal on 20.
Just shift, walk towards A. Come. He's mini broken.
Yeah. Spacing them, okay?
Yeah.
He's not ready.
Okay, coming back in now.
30
We are
seconds
going to
left.
have Purpo and Miniboo trying to hedge their bets a little, right? So starting the shift walk around, trying to play the timing that they have, maybe hoping to catch Martin. We see where he is, though. Playing patiently by Sea
Are they going
Pros.
back? Yeah.
I think they are. I think they've figured it out. They've heard nothing. They heard no steps, no running.
That's crucial in terms of the gap they now have to
10
close.
seconds left.
So you can see on the X-ray now, hightailing it
Spike
back
planted.
towards C.
Haunts in as well for Purpo. And there's the swing. Great work from Martin. Has to ace this. Oh, and Miniboo breaking his heart. What an attempt from Martin, though. You can't say he's not putting in a shift today.
Waits this one out. Probably the right decision, really. Unfortunately, Miniboo just a little sharper here in the 1v1. Martin does so well to counteract Nats on one of the wildest swings, and sticks to the spray and still controls it to find a second. And comes so close to paint shot, perfect as well.
Nice, Tommy.
Forcing Miniboo to an awkward position, and the byproduct of the last few rounds, as I said, the buy here will be rifles, but a little shaky.
Yeah, shaky, I think, being the optimal word. You're looking at a couple of ults, yes, but nothing massive to instigate, right?
Oh, really, you're looking for Beepos. Maybe Minis in a post to swing this back in their favor. Sees name.
Sees landed. Mini again. He is the redeeming factor. Beepo does brilliant. Wayne's gone. A-site looking vulnerable. They're quick on it as well. Nice synergy with the TP coming in, with the ult from Starzo. They made something out of nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nats now, smile on his face, needs to ace to find number 9. Neural theft available, but be forced a little further afield. Mini's ultimate. And the door not dealt with
Well,
either.
there we are.
Sees the door.
The biggest anti.
Yeah.
Door.
Just going to wait this one out. Doesn't want to give them the satisfaction of finding this.
No, but what a brilliant showing there. Love that. Why are we popping every ult at this point? I mean, yeah. It's a good little closer for mates and a bit of a reminder as well of what they can do when they synergize, right? That has been something that I feel has been a little bit lacking, that synergy of idea. We've seen the individuals now showing they can be on the same page at 8-4 on the half. And again, you can watch this one back all day long. Just that glimpse was enough for Mini, who was exceptional in some of these rounds. But we've got a little game of Guess the Agent for your enjoyment this halftime. Let's see which of you lot know what's what.
The mates here, a second half comeback required. Miniboot and Purpo shining here in map 2 for Liquid. I mean, everybody pulling their weight for sure, but
Cage triggered.
that's at least we'll get confirmation here. Prowler will catch behind the box. Glyph will have to invest the paranoia to slow things down. Great work from him, though, to play his life, get out of there. Nats played in elsewhere and Bpo to catch.
Yeah, heads up from mates, kind of knowing what you're in for now. You see the bulk of them. Look on the other side, there's probably Nats, but set up here for Mini, still very much in place. Could be quite tricky for Liquid. They should know where he is now. But they are very close, playing kind of first contact. Is played in Glyph a little, but Liquid win out on the side. They have numbers when it comes to this now, at least for the plant.
Miniboot tagged down to 20. Purpo just a little bit of damage done to him. Still a paranoia to play with here in the hands of Wayne. 2 sheriffs for the mates. In the hands of Starzo and Martin.
I'm out of here.
Miniboot's got to be careful, but ultimately wants to look for a kill over the top here.
He'd love to catch that cross, but there's the stun. So nice counter with the paranoia, keeping them at arm's length. And I think by this point, Miniboot didn't get that catch that he wanted. Look at that second!
Well, there you go.
Bloody hell, I thought he might do a bit of chip on the
I was
first.
going to say he needed one over the top. He finds 2 here as mates slip forwards after the paranoia. Great work from him, down to 20 HP. Almost a guaranteed kill with a pistol when you're that low. Able to deal with this so well. Again, Bpo trying to just throw off some of these crosshairs, but Miniboot still delivers.
It's Camille's band.
The scary factor is, though, that could have been maybe the linchpin moment in this series too. Mates needed that pistol. They could have done with a follow-up, maybe even a challenge on the bonus. That would have been beautiful. Now certainly going to be feeling the scrutiny, so going to try and walk mid together. It's farming time for Nats, and well, he's got what he wanted, herding them around. While all this happens, they burst towards the A site.
Martin here, just a classic satchel. Miniboot hits him with the drive-by. Doesn't even get a say in the matter. Starzo and Mini now. Only classics, a 2v5. Still conscious of Nats' whereabouts, obviously.
He's in spawn, don't worry about him, he's chilling. He's elsewhere. Yeah, this
is cue the Maroon 5 music right here.
Yeah?
Yeah. If there was something else going on like this, is as the execute's coming in, it would be the perfect edit for them. Wayne, to find Mini, just Starzo left now.
Oh, there we go. Okay. And another loss? No, all right, fine. 3 alive, they'll be happy enough with that. They've still got the Guardian, they can get that Phantom back in play, and Nats can sit towards keeping the Outlaw. So by all rights, Liquid doing what is necessary, kind of won and lost in that moment there, in that singular shot, and well, sometimes the gods are on your side.
Yes, the gods of Neon.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what they were laughing at as well.
Yeah.
Double digits found here for Liquid. Mates need to make a stand here in round 15. Certainly an advantage in terms of the buy. That's going to struggle to find a squishy target here with a scope. Full shields across the board. Boombot will catch here. And look at Mates right through the door. Happy to greet Liquid, but we're able to get away here. But Miniboot has been found.
Okay, that's one. I'm waiting for another.
I didn't know what weapon Miniboot had, actually.
Could have been the Phantom, right? Because they recovered once. That'd be a really prized possession if they can get their hands on that, or at least keep it away.
Yeah, Camo's here now, guarding it with a Bucky.
Probably the right call, but I think for now you can see them kind of, I don't want to say ignoring that, but the paranoia's gone in. I think that's landed, so Beepo trying to get involved, and he's missed it. Purple was right there with him, but they could trade for Mini, so back and forth we go, and mates flood the site. So they've got control now, 48 seconds, and they're on the run.
Last player standing.
Well, that's will find one, but that's about it. 3 left standing for the mates. About the best situation you could ask for here. He said, want to keep the finances in check early on. God, Purpo's so lucky not to get cleared on that angle. He's hugging very tight to the wall.
Nice, boys! Come
Unfortunately,
on!
Liquid right back in here with rifles.
This could be the opener, right? If mates want to go on a run, it has to be pretty solid from this point onwards. Like to see Starzo get that ult maybe, or build a little progress elsewhere. That'd be, I mean, dreamy at this point.
Yeah, it's about Martin and Starzo that have made the early progress, so.
Very direct.
Yeah. I was going to say on the other side here, I mean, Miniboo's going to deal with the wall very early on. Have to see if mates do pivot off the back of that.
That door, oh no! That's so unlucky for Martin.
Oh no.
Face your fear!
And a second. And a second. I mean,
But
fortunately,
he's revealed!
Oh, this is hellish! Hellish to witness! I don't think they really saw any of the players here. Starzo, the best he can hope for is a barrel!
Oh my God.
That's all you get! Oh, sometimes it just be that way. Beepo 1v5.
Go, go! Shortcut!
I don't think he's interested.
That's his though, and he ain't far off. Hello.
Ooh, okay.
Go on.
Okay.
This! Go, go, go!
They want the exit A side. I think Liquid don't like that idea, so they're heading back over towards C. They're leaving that well enough alone.
To note as well, though, is Purpo to find everything on the way in. People are still going for this, but Miniboo to clean things up. Still a bit of time left on the clock there.
Yeah,
so,
it was like, okay, hold on,
hang
guys.
on a sec.
Nah, not seen that.
And the fact that Glyph gets caught, I mean,
Does
I
he
say
see
caught,
anyone?
he's caught by everything.
Yeah, no, didn't see it.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, it was a barrel. That's a harsh round, genuinely. That is a harsh round.
I love this from Simeon.
Wait. What happened this round is all karma, bro.
Yeah, it kind of was.
It kind of was.
Like
Yeah.
nothing. You can't really repeat that one. So for mates, you just got to take it in your stride at this point. There's not much more they could really do to determine that outcome. The second that door was open, the bullet seemed to magnetize. So they're gonna have to make it work with less. So Judge in play, a Stinger and a Sheriff as well. So your two heavy hitters, Starzo and Martin, desperate to try and be difference makers in this round.
Do not forget, mates have made something of nothing a few times this evening.
It's been Mini as well, being a real instigator in those.
But trailing by 6 here, you are hoping for a miracle. Beepo going to be revealed. No, I don't think I will push him to be.
There's still,
Ton of util sent his way
yeah.
to try and catch and punish.
He's still here for it. Just slid the other side of that smoke. He's keeping his interest. Smoke now dissipating. Paranoia goes in.
The trade-off of paranoias.
Yep. But while this happens, you look towards the A site, it's completely absent of players. Now, obviously, we know that. Liquid don't. And the rotation coming in now, 30 seconds.
30 seconds left.
I don't think mates will be able to get many bodies ahead of this. It might just be Glyph, but he's on a stinger. We don't want to see him challenged, really.
Yeah, Camo. Quick with it as well. Nice from Glyph. Trying to keep this within, I guess, an even affair. It's Glyph
Just a
doubling
stinger.
down. Beepo's there as well. 7 seconds. I don't think they've got time for this. 5 now. Spike left loose. Nats has to go hunting. Can he find him? No! Glyph, an absolute hero for mates.
Bailout round once more. Glyph to clean up here. Must win for mates. To keep this at least with a little bit of a margin. It does so well. Beepo, ultimate available. Swings the trap at the right time. Liquid falling short there. Now actually sent right back down to poverty, it feels like, in terms of the buy here. That exchange in the first few rounds.
Go get him.
You heard it earlier. Camo's pistol, the famed. Can he get something done here?
I'm out of here. Spike down.
Early
A.
pick onto Nats here from Mini.
And
There's the solo anchor and the spike being noted as well.
And being taken. So I think Mini now knows there's more than one here, especially with that door being swung now.
Nobody headed his way. Just, I mean, Glyph's got a TP, sure, but
Someone send some assistance, please. Not just a smoke, give him a little something else. And he's got to be careful not get overwhelmed here. He's in a good position for it because he's got the wall still to play off, so he is pretty happy with where he is, but always a little bit of a threat when no one else is nearby. But Mini is sharp with it today. Planting. Now we look at what remains. Just Purple and Wayne. Should be easy enough to find, and it is, mates. Still in this.
flawless to get up to 7 here, bring it within 4. Martin will find the defuse here to get him a little closer to a showstopper. Looking well fleshed out here with Beepo's investment previously. This is in-zone flawless, sorry. Get them a couple of ultimates on the cards. Certainly some threat here, especially, I mean, if Camo had found another kill, he would have had his showstopper available. You know, the other side, though, Liquid missing everything but Purpose.
It's not even that far away. It's going to go for a bit of an all-in on this, and it's not the wrong read. All on the correct side here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. Who comes out on top of this one already? Beepo adjusting. Don't think he likes it. Seen something, seen far too much. If anything, Camo blind send on it. It's Glyph again to take away Camo. Glyph doubling down. This guy has got nuclear. Martin then with the layering coming in. That is magic for mates.
Showstopper here from Martin. Sent out just to secure in case things spiraled out of control. Absolutely okay with that if it's a round that keeps Liquid up against it in terms of the buy. I mean, Camo unfortunately just can't see anything for so long. Maybe just a second to consider his approach here with a showstopper could have favoured him a little better.
Great read as well to put that many players to the starting point here. This was a really good reaction from mates. Breaks the buy from Liquid. Puts them right back down to not necessarily 0, but humbled in this.
It's a trade-off really as well because the showstopper's burnt up by Camo. So in terms of that exchange of investment, going to go forwards here, completely disrespect the wall. Drawn a couple of players this direction. Prowler does not catch either.
I don't know how that didn't catch. One of those, I guess. I'd be fuming though if now I lose out on a player because of the, I guess,
oh my God, he's actually slipped deeper.
This isn't that special. Now,
like I said, you know what he's going to do, but you have to deal with him in the server. And he's going to take his sweet time with this one. Well, there's the call from earlier, and it's Starzo to fall for Beepo!
The saviour so far of this round. I thought it was won and lost maybe on that previous. But Purpo then up to the test and up to the task. Glyph has been good for 2, it feels like, in every single round so far, though. So for him and Mini, there's still opportunities. Mini's done brilliantly on this. Camo, can't do it!
Thank God for that.
Again.
What a recovery from Glyph and Mini. Glyph ever present in the late round for the mates. Will find another round, a 4th to their name in succession. As Beepo here, just so fortunate to find the second onto Mini Boot. Really lessens Liquid's chances of converting this early lurk from Nats.
I don't know if it's given them any info on what's been happening on A, just kind of how to navigate that wall, but Liquid want to explore it again, right? Back to business. This time, though, a different start. We don't have Mini over here. It's actually just going to be Glyph this time, but quick rotations. All going to come down. Nat's going to put Util down. Going to note that there is no wall here, but Glyph slips ahead. His positioning is great, but Miniboo on the trade. 3 players waiting by stairs. They can swing this one, and they do. Starzo buries Camo. Crossfire gets held. Liquid answer back. And now just Beepo.
Operator in hand as well.
You almost don't want to do it. Caught towards CT. Get your gun out, mate. Plant's going to be in.
Spike planted.
Time on your side. If you didn't get a pick then, do you back away?
I think he's going to shy away from this one. Still money in the bank for the mates, other than Mini, actually. But again, this will be number 12 for Liquid. Be able to drop down. Won't be noted here on the reposition, but a smoke to cover here and cause further issues for Beepo.
He's trying to be diligent, but it buys time, and you don't blame him, right? We know they don't. He's trying to check every angle, clear, close. Double stack towards tree. Miniboo slightly just further afield just to make sure, and they're caught on the horn. No way out this time. Miniboo well positioned. And actually Liquid with a good approach towards A, but that switch up just almost feels unfortunate for mates.
Yeah, obviously trying to cover all bases here. Remain things, or keep things unpredictable for Liquid. Fortunately, super sharp from Wayne. We mates to call a timeout here ahead of round 22 with Liquid now on series point. Getting Ultra is going to be way off kilter here for both teams, to be honest. It's just TPs available. Nats one away from a neural theft, but all of that investment in the last few rounds. I mean, you could argue a slight advantage for mates in terms of this ult cycle, but it's not going to be here. It's going to need Lotus to be a little more drawn out.
Different start towards A this time as well. 3 here. Mini over towards C, joined by Glyph. But I guess Glyph does have the TP, so he can move around pretty quickly if necessary. But here we go. There's that first TP. Going to be noted. Martin stands guard, waiting. Eyes above. Hoping someone's going to catch Wayne if he does make a swing on this. He's got to stay focused. He does. There's a 1-1 trade. Oh, Wayne! People gets deleted on that. Now 4v3 problems.
Bit of a misdirection here, though, the cancel of the TP. But Liquid have so much time to figure out that that's the case. And it's now actually Glyph to anchor towards C behind Mini's setup. Mini has to pick up the space in the middle of the map, which is looking as if he might have company. Liquid toying with the idea, but it seems like we're mid-discussion here. Either way, wherever they go, they have a 4v1. Whichever site they pick.
Starzo's got his work cut out. May have made a step then. Well, I've just been out of audio range, but
I know exactly
door's shut.
where you are.
Here comes the info. They get to make an educated guess here. Mini goes back into action. This has to be heroics from him, but he plays it well, plays calm, waits for the reinforcements. Mini Budo wants to delve further. Gonna get caught by the paranoia, but no idea. Glyph completely unawares. Difficult scenario for Glyph to even get back around. Well played individually by Miniboo, then taking that deeper line and playing off it. Nat's calm, noting at least one. Calls in for the crossfire.
Both.
Oh yeah, he might have done, looking at the reaction. Yeah, this could be all she wrote. Smokes in place, spamming out. Just waiting with bated breath. What is the game plan? Starzo with a shot in the dark has got his reward, and they make a go of it. Miniboo gonna get both. A 13-9 finish here. And Liquid will have to be happy with how that ended.